Kids and parents alike can learn about safer play through short, interactive scenarios. Dr. Jillian Hotz and her team have created this uniquely designed game system for both player education and to serve as a compliance tool for leagues and teams. SportsSafe is now a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. For more information on how you can participate, purchase, and be a part of SportsSafe, you can check them out on the web at www.sportsafe.com. That's sports with a Z, safe.com. Or go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the SportsSafe banner. You can also email them at info@sportsafe.com. Give them a call at 1-800-970-3886. SportsSafe. Play safe. Create the vibe. Create the movement. Create the culture. With Houston's premium streetwear clothing brand, Mad Culture, offering t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and accessories. Follow the brand on social media at Mad Culture Brand. To purchase your Mad Culture gear, visit www.madculturebrand.com and use the code MADSPORTS for 20% off your next purchase. madculturebrand.com.
You're listening to Kennie Long NYSR. National Youth Sports Radio.
And welcome back live here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio, special edition of the Kennie Long Show, as we are going through the pool play drawings for the Texas Youth Football All-Star Showcase. On the phone with us right now, she is the South Houston Regional Director, Lindsay Moore. How you doing, Lindsay?
I'm good. What's going on, Kenny?
You know, it's fun doing this kind of stuff because I love watching all the comments come across, whether it be on the actual radio broadcast or I'm looking at the Facebook live feed as well. And you mentioned a certain matchup, and these people just start going nuts.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's excited.
Everybody is ready for this. What has it been like for you, brand new to this whole thing? Houston splitting up into two regions now, North Houston and South Houston. What's that been like for you setting this up?
It's been busy, that's for sure. I mean, you know, it's something that we've been wanting on the South Side for a while, just to kind of get our kids on our side of town exposed to the different tournaments and, you know, being able to play against different people. So, you know, they're excited, we're excited. We're just ready to, you know, show everybody what South Side can do.
Now, being a regional director directly just for the South Side of Houston, you probably had a really nice look at a lot of these kids. How exciting is it to see all the talent that the South Side of Houston has to offer?
I mean, I'm proud. I mean, them kids work so hard, and it's an awesome feeling to watch everybody go out there and our coaches. I mean, we really selected some really good coaches. The council that we have on our side, DeMarco and Herman, I mean, everybody is just really trying to put forth the effort to make this our first year, our best year, you know. So it's definitely been an exciting time, but we're ready to play.
You know, we're talking to Lindsay Moore, who is the South Houston Regional Director for the Texas Youth Football All-Star Showcase. If you're watching on Facebook Live only, you will not hear the caller. You'll need to go to the NYSR radio broadcast. You can find it on Facebook and click on the live link. It is there, and you can listen live on the radio and hear the actual caller. It will not come over on the Facebook live feed. When you talk to the kids, Lindsay, how excited are they when they show up to practice to really start working hard, learning the schemes that the coaches are putting together, and just representing their side of Houston?
Well, I mean, who wouldn't be excited? I mean, a lot of these kids have never played tournament ball before, so they haven't had the opportunity to, win such, items like the rings and, just being on that type of stage where you're playing people from different cities, different regions. It's a very exciting feeling to go against the best competition in other regions.
When you look at your coaches that you've got coaching these kids, all the different age levels, how is the camaraderie coming along? These coaches battle each other all fall season, and now they come together for an event like this and try to come together and teach these kids together in this tournament play.
I think what people don't realize is that a lot of these kids, although they play against each other during the season, they go to school together. A lot of these people have grown up together. A lot of these kids, parents are friends. So it wasn't hard for them to come out. I mean, they're kids. So it wasn't hard for them to come out and jump into the motion of being friends and, building those bonds, that brotherhood. I mean, it really wasn't hard. They're kids. I mean, they adapt real easy.
Was this an important factor in splitting up Houston into north and south? Because I believe last year Houston was all together as one region, and I saw all the grumbles. It was hard to get kids to practice from the south side to the north side and vice versa. Was this something that was more beneficial that you saw?
I was actually one of the people who was really pushing for us to split, and it was just because we didn't feel like there was a good representation of the players of the talent that we had on the south side because the travel was so far for them. So I feel like now that we still have some kids that have to travel a little distance, but nothing compared to what it would have been if we would have stayed in the same location. So I think if this allowed us to be able to provide an opportunity for more kids, and really showcase the talent that not a lot of people get to see.
All right. Well, fantastic job, Lindsay, putting this together, getting that Southside group together. It looks like you guys got a great representation to show up to Round Rock and show out for the South Houston area.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Kenny. And Southside still holding. You hear me? Let's go.
Southside still holding. Lindsay Moore, Regional Director for South Houston. Thanks for joining us here tonight here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. We're going to move on and head up to the 11U matchups. We stopped at the 10U. Got some people that were asking. And once again, let me remind you, I saw some messages that were coming across the Facebook Live. If you're looking to listen to the callers, you're going to have to listen on NYSR itself, the radio broadcast, not the Facebook Live. I'm only doing the Facebook Live so you can see me do the drawing. I don't have the phone patched in to come over the audio speakers, so you're not going to hear the callers. That's always the case whenever I take callers. So make sure you log in to the actual radio broadcast for NYSR. If you can't find it, if you can't find the link, it's on my NYSR Facebook page. But if you can't find it, go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com. That's nationalyouthsportsradio.com. And you'll see the live link there to listen live. It'll take you to the Kennie Long Show. You can click on there on the live link and listen live right there as well. It'll take you right to the platform. So we got some other callers we want to try to get in here as soon as possible. And, well, you know what? While we're here, let's try and get her on now because they got me on a very tight schedule here when they gave this to me. So let's see if we can't get her on the phone here real quick. And then we'll get to the 11U. And this will be Nakia Rubel out of the Fort Worth region.
Hello.
How are you doing? Is this Nakia Rubel?
This is she. How you doing, Kenny?
I'm doing great. We're live here on NYSR. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing tonight?
Well.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. I asked, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty good, and I'm rolling as usual.
So
I'm in the car. I have to pull over.
Of course. Well, the Fort Worth region, how are they doing and getting prepared for next weekend?
I mean, let me see how I can put this. Well, they're doing pretty good. It's been, we've had our moments and everything, having to split off from Dallas. But we're loaded. We have all our teams together, and we're prepared for battle.
So what was the reason for the split? I know there was big talk. It was kind of going back and forth here for a while. Then the split finally did happen. What was the main purpose of splitting from Dallas and having Fort Worth just represent itself?
I'm going to be politically correct because I can give you a million reasons why Fort Worth split off from Dallas or Dallas split off from Fort Worth. But, a few people may not like me after I finish talking. So I'm going to keep it straight. Fort Worth has kind of always hung on to Dallas's coattails. And it's always been like Dallas. And it's like no matter what happens, Fort Worth is always secondhand when it comes to Dallas. So one of the reasons why is because everything was kind of based around Dallas. And Fort Worth were kind of like having to, follow on what Dallas said to do versus it being a mutual type thing like Dallas and Fort Worth. So I think one of the main reasons is they wanted to split so they could showcase the Dallas talent, and then Fort Worth to showcase its talent.
How are the kids liking this split? I know a lot of them play together in the different areas, the way the Dallas youth football works out there. But how are the kids feeling? Are they really getting hyped up to represent Fort Worth as a whole?
Yes, they really are. And see, the thing of it is, if it was still DFW, a lot of the Fort Worth kids wouldn't even have the opportunity to participate. So that's the good thing about it, because we're getting a lot of kids from, the West and other areas. And, a lot of the stuff was in the North with Dallas. So a lot of the Fort Worth kids, it's their first time even participating in big tournaments or in the All-Star game. Because for some reason, Fort Worth being Dallas is too far, Dallas being Fort Worth is too far, or vice versa.
And you had the same situation in Houston as well, as they split north and south. You guys just kind of split between your cities, although you're pretty much the size of Houston when it comes to the split as it worked. What about the coaches? A lot of these coaches, coach against each other. How has that mix been coming? Are they really coming together and enjoying, working with all the kids?
Right. Now we're down to where, everybody's kind of like put their differences to the side just to get on one accord and say, okay, we're going to do this for the kids. We're going to squash any beef, and we're just going to do this right. From the beginning, we did have a lot of personality clashes because everybody, you know how it is with, the coaches. It's like you have this person that think, oh, well, I should do this because I won this, or another one, I should do this because I won this, or I'm not letting my kids play because so-and-so coaching. So we've had our struggles, and I'm not going to get on here and sugarcoat it and make it seem like everything is peachy, and maybe next year to be better, because it's a lot of coaches that I would have liked to see coach and a lot of teams and kids that I would have liked to see participate. But due to some of the things going on within Pee Wee football, this kids is not playing because of this coach got beef with this coach, or I'm not going to let my kids play for them because they're trying to recruit a few kids. So it's a drama that I'm sure is going on with everywhere. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah. It pretty much goes on everywhere. I've seen it on all different forums, all different platforms. It's some are more boisterous than others, and some kind of hide it a little bit better than others, but it happens, and it is going on.
Right.
But I'm glad the coaches that you do have right now are beginning to gel. They're really starting to see the benefit that the kids have performing in an event like this.
Right, and that's the way it is now. It's kind of like everybody's all as one. It's like now it's not like, oh, they come from here or they come from there. Now it's like we're all for work.
And that's what it boils down to. Once you get there next weekend, it's not about who you played for. It's now you're representing Fort Worth.
Right.
Well, congratulations on getting that cleared up and getting them on the ball, ready to go. So, what are you guys expecting when you come down there?
So we expect them not to come home empty-handed. I can tell you that. I mean, I have to represent, and it's been kind of weird for me because everything that I do is in Dallas. Like my son plays in Dallas. He goes to school in Dallas. I work at but I came back to Fort Worth just to help build this and make it great because Fort Worth is my hometown.
Well, congratulations. You're off to a great job in getting this taken care of. And hopefully next year we do this, it'll be even bigger for Fort Worth out there.
Oh, it is.
You're headed there. Lindsey Moore, Nakia Rubel from Fort Worth, the Fort Worth Regional Director. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on what you're doing out there.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night. All right. We're going to step away real quick. We'll be right back here on NYSR, the Kennie Long Show, and we will go through the 11U matchups, and then we'll do some more phone calls when we come back. Keep it here. Be right back.
You're listening to Kennie Long NYSR. That's all. Sports Radio.
Houston Energy Football, a premier all-women semi-pro football team competing and representing Houston, Texas in the IWFL. Come out and support the Houston Energy as they charge for an IWFL championship. Home games played at DeMent Stadium. 1000 Keene Street in